In light of recent events, I've asked our village attorney to give some clarification on our recent Mr. Waslinko situation. Mr. Durkin?
Sure. On December 27th, 2013, the village placed Sergeant John Waslinko on administrative leave. In December of 2012, the village became aware of an investigation which was being conducted initially by the Village of Brookfield Police Department and later by the Office of the Cook County State's Attorney regarding Sergeant Waslinko's alleged receipt of a check from a disabled senior citizen who resides in the village of Elmwood Park. The village has been cooperating with this investigation since its inception, and in an effort not to risk interfering with this ongoing investigation, the village did not remove Sergeant Waslinko from duty, but rather closely monitored his activities while he was on duty. Since its inception, the village's chief of police has had numerous and repeated contacts with the state's attorney's office regarding the status of their investigation, and for several months has been assured that such investigation was coming to a conclusion. On December 20th, 2013, the Cook County Public Guardian's Office filed a petition in the Circuit Court of Cook County known as a citation to discover the assets of Sergeant Waslinko in relation to his alleged receipt of $20,000 from the disabled elderly resident. With the filing of the citation to discover assets, the village placed Sergeant Waslinko on administrative leave since the need for keeping the investigation confidential was no longer apparent. It is important to note that although the state's attorney's office has indicated that their investigation has been completed, Sergeant Waslinko has yet to be charged with any criminal act in connection with this matter. The citation to discover assets filed by the Cook County Public Guardian's Office is a separate civil matter. However, it should be noted that the village was instrumental in notifying the relevant financial institutions in order to have an alert placed on the elderly residents' bank accounts. This action led to the discovery of the alleged transfer of funds from the senior citizen to Sergeant Waslinko, which gave rise to the investigations by the state's attorney's office and the public guardian's office. Although the village has previously deferred to the state's attorney's office with regard to investigating this matter, the village will now undertake to complete its own internal investigation. It is important to note that a police officer may only be disciplined one time for the same misconduct. Therefore, the results of the criminal investigation may prove critical to the discipline of Sergeant Waslinko. Based upon the available information, we anticipate that at the conclusion of that internal investigation, charges seeking the dismissal of Sergeant Waslinko will be filed with the village's Board of Fire and Police Commissioners, who have jurisdiction under state law regarding the discharge of police officers. Until such hearing is commenced, Sergeant Waslinko will continue on administrative leave pursuant to state law.
Thank you, Mr. Durkin, and I really do appreciate the cooperation of the Cook County State's Attorney's Office, the Cook County Sheriff's Investigation Team, with Chief Fagiano and yourself and Mr. Volpe. These are touchy situations, and sometimes they take a while, but they also have a scenario where we have to make sure that some anonymity is protected in their investigation so we don't thwart their efforts. And, you know, unfortunately the public doesn't necessarily understand how tedious that criminal procedure is, but I do commend everybody involved, and hopefully we will get to a good end in this whole situation.